Hey beauties, welcome back to my channel. Today my video is going to be something completely different. I have never done this before, but I have been inspired. So I'm sure you guys have seen the new from Urban Decay, the Naked Heat palette. I will insert a picture here in case you live underneath the box and haven't seen this. I'm just kidding, I'm playing. But I am not buying this palette. I refuse to buy this palette and I will tell you guys why. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do an anti-buy. So instead of like an anti-haul of me telling you, oh, I'm not going to do this, this, and this. If there's a certain product that comes out that I'm just like, you know what? I know a lot of people are going to want this, but I just absolutely cannot. I cannot with this palette. I just can't. I think I might start a series of anti-buy, so specific items and maybe some dupes for it, or just the reason why I'm not going to buy it. The big anti-haul thing came from Kimberly Clark. I love her, like, oh my god, I remember watching those, and now it's like this huge thing, but she still has my favorite, so if you're interested in that, definitely go look her up. But this is going to be an anti-buy of the new Urban Decay Naked Heat palette. Here's why. So if you're like, Mel, you buy all the other warm shadow palettes, I do. Like, I absolutely 100% do. The new palette from Natasha Denona, Case in Point. Do I have those colors? Yes. So I do have a lot of the colors that are in the Naked Heat palette. Now, the reason why I do not want it is because I do not reach for any of the Naked palettes. In fact, I have sold every single one of them except for one, the Naked Ultimates. And the only reason why I haven't with that one is because I'm like, hey, you know, I will travel with it or I'll do this. And I do kind of like that palette, but it's not something that I reach for, but I do like it. So I kept that one, but everything else I don't. The biggest thing for me is I'm a collector. I believe that everybody has something that they'll spend their money on. So I don't judge somebody if you go out every single day of the week and you like to go to restaurants. Do you? I can't stand spending money on food. I hate it. You can ask Kel, like, I do not want to. And a lot of times I won't even try new things because I don't want to have wasted my money and then I don't like the way it tastes. So for me, I spend my money on makeup. I love to do it and I have no, you know, ifs, ands, or buts about it. I will do it. This palette though, if it's not going to be something that I know I'm going to reach for, even though I do think that this is the most beautiful palette that Urban Decay has done. This is the one that they had all of them out, I would have gotten this palette because the colors are stunning. The thing is that their formula is not my favorite. I think it's a good formula. I do not think it's bad. I think it's great for the money. I believe it's $54 for 15 shades. Like, that's a good deal. And if you're going to use that palette or you're just a collector of the Naked palettes, get it, boo. I am not going to judge you. But for me, if I know that I'm not going to use it, that means it's going to be returned. And I'm not going to buy something knowing that I'm going to return it because that kind of, it takes away from somebody else that would want to buy it because obviously I'm going to use it in a video. And then, yeah, I return it and somebody else can't have it. So I don't want to do that. I do return things, don't get me wrong. If I don't like you, you are going home. But I don't do that. I never buy something with the intention of returning it. So what I am going to do is I'm going to show you the colors that I have in my collection, and not even all of them, the loose single shadows, and show you, hey, you know, I might not have this palette. You might not have this palette, but you can still create a look that is going to be so similar to something you are going to get out of that palette. So I have taken one of my palettes here. This is a Tarte palette. I love these. I absolutely love them. There's a mirror in here and then the magnetic part. These are just some of the shades, and then I also have like these here. These are all MAC ones that I had to depot, and then they're glued in here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you. So I'm not going to name off all of these. Pause the video and I will have them left to right like this. Yeah, left to right. I will have them listed down below, the brand and the shade name as well as what's in here. But do know that these MAC ones, a lot of these were limited edition, but I'm just saying that I have these shades in my collection, and just in the singles, not even necessarily in like other palettes, because obviously I have a ton of palettes that have a ton of similar shades. Now I also want to say that just because I'm not buying this palette does not mean you're not going to see me buy another warm tone palette. I'm absolutely going to do it. It's going to happen, but I want to spend my money wisely and know that if I'm going to grab something, if I'm going to spend my money on it, I want to know that it's a formula I like, it is a brand I like, it is something that I'm going to reach for. I do like Urban Decay. I feel like, you know, we shouldn't have to say that, but if I don't say I do like Urban Decay, I don't think they're bad quality, someone's gonna comment down below. So whatever. So if you're like me and you want to see how to create a similar look using similar shades, yes, I have no idea. I don't even know if these colors are dupes. I'm not calling them dupes. I'm calling them similar shades because I have not even seen that Naked palette. I have no idea. I haven't touched it. I haven't swatched it. So I'm not saying that these are dupes. I'm saying I've got similar colors and I can create an eye that is going to be bomb and I'm not going to have to spend any money. So if you are into that, just keep watching and I will show you how to create this eye look. I'm starting off with Anastasia Beverly Hills Birkin on a weighing gauze number 18. I'm going to go into the crease, just back and forth windshield wiper motions, and then softly start bringing it up as a transition. Weighing gauze number 18 and Anastasia Blazing. This is one of my absolute favorite eyeshadows. And I thought I was recording, so that's why it was already down. I'm just going to take this into the crease and then softly blend it just a little bit upward, but not too far. I want to still be able to see when my eye is open and looking straight forward, but not up too high. Same brush and Makeup Geek Cherry Cola, and I'm going to go right on this outer edge to deepen it up. MAC 239 and Henna from Anastasia Beverly Hills. I'm going to pop this all on the inner part of my lid and slightly over top of Cherry Cola, and then I'll go back and deepen that up. But I want to make sure that these get blended together, so just tap, tap, tap over top of it. So now I'm taking a little bit more of Cherry Cola and just deepening out this outer edge again, and it'll also help to make sure that those two shades are blended. I'm going to go back in with the weighing gauze number 18 and a little bit of Makeup Geek Morocco. And you see I'm just putting this right on the outer edge, on the outer corner. Just want to add a little bit of this orange shade in. I'm going to put the shade down, wipe off my brush, and then go in and blend it out just a little bit. I just want to add in a little bit of warmth on this outer edge and just tiny little circles to blend it. Then you can go back in with no extra product on your brush with the one with the Cherry Cola. Just blend those two shades together just a little bit better. Anastasia Beverly Hills Soft Gold on a MAC 239 right at the brow arch. And the inner corner, I'm just going back and forth between the two so I don't get too much product laid down. Then I'll take my finger and just softly blend that out. For the lower lash line, I'm first going to go in with Birkin and a NARS contour brush and just smoke out my lower lash line. Next, I'm taking Blazing and going closer to the lower lashes. 219 and Cherry Cola right on this outer V here. MAC Rich Ground Liner. I'm going to line my lid or my lashes, and then I'm going to put mascara on and be done. Alright, like I said, I just added on the little bit of Rich Ground Liner. I put on some mascara, and then this is Evan from Tom Ford, like the little Lips and Boys, the mini. But let me know if you guys enjoyed this video, if you like the concept behind this, yada yada, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!